What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadski, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And in today's video, we're going to be going through the brand new Tea Time BROOK dungeon event. Now, I've already gone through the Luffy, Chopper, and Sanji versions of these dungeons, so if you guys haven't seen them, it'd be cool to go back and have a look at them. I'm not too sure if these dungeons will ever come back. They probably will come back later on in the future, but as for now, we don't know when they're going to be returning. But in this video, as I mentioned, we are going to be going through the BROOK dungeon. Like before, you can actually go ahead and get some cotton candy. Unfortunately, you can actually drop the +3 candies. Either way, it's still good. You can go ahead and farm this for the character, you can farm for Brook sockets, and you can also get some pretty nice rewards along the way. Also, the mini bosses you can see here, we have Zambai, Jabra, and Gyro is his name. So these three characters are the stage 6 mini bosses, so we'll be going through each of these characters and what they do when we get to stage 6 in the dungeon. But before we do that, we'll go ahead and break down the brand new Tea Time BROOK character. Alright, so let's go ahead and have a look at this character. So Tea Time BROOK is a strength slasher free spirit type character. Max level at level 99. He has 2059 HP, 1122 attack, and 247 recovery. You can see here that I've actually fed him 100 recovery candies, and the reason for that is because his captain ability will double the attack of strength and quick characters, and he will heal your crew by 2 times his own recovery at the end of each turn. Now, obviously, you're not going to be using this character that much as a captain, but, you know, if you do have spare cotton candy lying around, especially if you've been farming the current Admiral event, the Blitz Battle Admiral event, when you farm this, you can actually drop +3 cotton candies, and I've shown you guys a speed team for that specific dungeon. But moving on with the rest of BROOK, BROOK has a special ability that goes ahead and maxes at 10 turns, and what it does, it goes ahead and cuts the HP of all enemies by 10% and makes crew's recovery slots have matching slot effects for 1 turn. This can be used in a couple different circumstances, but for the most part, you're not going to be using these Tea Time characters all that much. But it is still good to max them out because they are going to be trusty characters in the upcoming treasure map against Cavendish. He also has a sailor ability that will already make his own recovery orbs count as beneficial, which is quite nice. And as you can see, he has 3 socket spots as well, so that's pretty good. But the main part about this dungeon that's great is the cotton candy and actually getting Brook sockets, because there are a lot of pretty decent Brook characters in One Piece Treasure Cruise. So getting the opportunity now to go ahead and max sockets for him relatively easily is going to be good. So let's go ahead and jump straight into the dungeon. So the dungeon here is a 40 stamina dungeon, and the team that we're going to be using, like always, is going to be a double Hody team. So we've actually used Hody Jones for Luffy, Chopper, Sanji, and Brook now. Hody just destroys this, okay? So we're going to just do a single stamina run because we don't really need to farm this. I've already maxed him out, so I don't actually need to farm this anymore. But I want to make sure that you guys can see what happens when you actually challenge this dungeon on 40 stamina, that is. As I mentioned before, stage 6 is where the mini-boss is, and stage 7 is obviously going to be Brook. So along the way, we're just going to be just taking our time and taking on this dungeon. So today, when I'm making this video right now, we just got the announcement of the confirmation that the next treasure map character is indeed going to be Cavendish. So that's really exciting. Cavendish is a very powerful character, especially free to play wise. He has a healing mechanic with his captain ability, and it is the beginning of the driven meta. So following Cavendish, the next legend to be released is likely going to be V2 Dofi. But before V2 Dofi comes out, after Cavendish, we have V2 Rayleigh that should be coming with treasure map Cavendish and all the treasure map rare recruit characters. So make sure to look out for that, because V2 Rayleigh is insane, and V2 Dofi is also insane. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the upcoming meta. It's going to be a really, really nice shift, moving away slightly from Striker and Powerhouse meta, but either way, it is still going to be really exciting. Treasure Map Cavendish is a really good character, as I mentioned, and when we get the full confirmation of every single character that is a trusty character, I'll be making a video showcasing what the dungeon does, what you guys should be expecting heading into the dungeon, so you guys will know exactly what to build for the actual treasure map. Treasure Map Cavendish, I think, will be one of the most difficult treasure maps yet, but it is well worth it because he's such a great character. But moving on now, here we have the first stage 6 boss. So this is Gyro. He will go ahead and make negative orbs appear more often for 5 turns, as well as giving you an orb shuffle. Then on stage 6 as well, you can find Zambai, which is one of the characters from Water 7. Zambai will go ahead and cut the chain multiplier in half for your crew for 5 turns. So potentially, if you really want to, you can go ahead and bring a chain locker so that you don't have to deal with the chain multiplier cut in half. That can be used as well. But the most annoying one that I think a lot of people will have trouble with is Jabra. Jabra has a 2-turn defense shield with like 5 million defense, so you really can't do damage to him. However, you can actually just do debuffs to him. You can lower his defense, or you can go ahead and use a fixed damage dealer. Jabra only has just over 5,000 HP, so bringing someone that does over 5,000 fixed damage will just completely destroy him. Also, you can use Colosseum Neko here. Colosseum Neko's damage that he does will actually bypass the blue shield that Jabra will put up. So like the special of Neko will completely destroy the Jabra stage. So yeah, you've got Jabra for defense, Zambai cuts your chain, and you've got this guy here, Gyro, who will make orbs negative for 5 turns, or a high chance to get negative orbs for 5 turns. So we're going to go ahead and take it really easy and kill off Gyro really easily. And now we're going to move on to stage 7. Stage 7 is going to be the final boss, Brook. Brook is a strength character, as we already went through before. There are 2 different variations of this stage. There is the variation you're seeing right now where he's by himself, and there is another variation with 3 red giant characters behind him as well. Brook will go ahead and shuffle all your orbs, and he has a 1-hit Psi Orb barrier. So you have to have a Psi Orb on your characters, or one character. You have to hit him with a Psi Orb before you can start dealing damage to him. So bringing a Psi character on your crew and a way to get matching orb on that Psi character is going to be very ideal. Obviously, you can see here you can use Colosseum Neko because Brook does have a debuff protector. So that means you can go ahead, get matching orbs, get your type boost, and that works really well. We're also going to be using this for our orb boost from Fujitora, and with the 2 boosts, very easily going to be destroying him. So Brook, when he's by himself, only has 1.5 million, and Brook with the Giants has 990,000 health. So Brook doesn't actually have that much health in comparison to the other tea time events, but overall I would say this is the most difficult one because you have to bring a lot of different utility to actually deal with the stage 6 mini boss, especially because you need a fixed damage dealer, or you could use poison depending on what kind of poison that you are using. But overall, that's pretty much it. That is the whole run through of Tea Time Brook. So I really hope you guys did enjoy this little series taking on the Tea Time event. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to smack the like button down below, as it's always greatly appreciated. However, in the next week or so, there is going to be Chopper Man missions that every day you log in, you get given a trusty character for the next treasure map. And if you log in for consecutive days, you'll actually get a copy of Brook, Sanji, Chopper, and Luffy Tea Time unit. So if you did miss any of these dungeons, do not worry, you will be getting a copy of these characters guaranteed for the treasure map. So hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to smack the like button down below. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.